Hi, it's Clark Reid, popping back in with more tech headlines. If you like these reports, you could really help us out by giving the like button some attention, and you can also subscribe so you know when each new report is posted. It's unusual for Apple to release more than one new product in a year, but this year is going to be a banner year for Cupertino. The Apple folks are reportedly going to bout 5 all-new products this year. MacRumors.com reports that most of these have been rumored for some time. At any rate, they include a smart home hub with a screen, and honestly, the mock-ups look just like a home pod with an iPad attached, and a Face ID doorbell. There's a really new one we hadn't heard about. A MacBook with an A18 chip borrowed from the iPhone line, which will be a way cheaper MacBook, apparently. A folding iPhone, and this one seems like the fabled one more thing of the Jobs era. Augmented reality glasses. While the latter may not make it out until 2027, Apple will likely show them off this year, and it's expected they'll be similar to Meta's Ray-Ban glasses, and like the latest of those, they will have an in-lens display. We just reported that Anthropic, makers of Claude, plans an IPO later this year. Now Elon Musk has flipped and will try to do an IPO of SpaceX this year with a specific intent to beat Anthropic's public offering. And also with he wants to get in ahead of Google because he's trying to rush to build AI data centers in space. Google recently announced it was looking at putting a data center in space with test launches scheduled for 2027. Musk reportedly wants to beat his rival to the punch. SpaceX would need billions of dollars to in capital to do that, and the IPO would deliver that, of course. Putting a giant center in space is not going to be cheap. Musk wants to be competing and get this IPO done, by the way, by July. Right now, over 1 million YouTube channels are using AI tools every day. Now, Variety.com says YouTube's chief, Neil Mohan, has announced that the platform is taking steps to minimize the spread of low-quality AI content, also known as AI slop. Mohan did note that later this year, you'll be able to create shorts using your own likeness, as well as produce games with a text prompt and experiment with music. The YouTube chief did continue writing that throughout this evolution, AI will remain a tool for expression, not a replacement. OpenAI is apparently getting set to ship their first product this year, and it will likely be earbuds. You might recall we reported earlier that OpenAI had acquired Johnny Ive's startup I.O. Well, now TechCrunch.com reports that the hardware may ship in the last half of this year. We do know the device won't have a screen and will be pocket-sized. And for now, the gadget is codenamed Sweet Pea. It's expected the design will be unique compared to most existing earbuds. They will run on a custom 2 nanometer processor and handle AI tasks locally instead of uploading the request to the cloud. OpenAI has talked to both China's Luxshare and also to Taiwan's Foxconn, and they plan to ship 40 to 50 million units of this gadget. I'm Clark Reid, and you're Technified for now.